Remember when Judeu said he doesn't surrender? Most players would give up after Kali Yuga. Oh yeah, Judeu showed us this duel on stream. For those of you who didn't watch it, why not? I love the music he's edited onto this. I'm gonna cut it out because of DMCA reasons. So anyway, TLDR, Judeu has gone second here. I believe he dropped a hand trap. It might have got called by it or ashed. So we've got the Kali Yuga set up with the towers and a Chaos Angel. There's a Kali Yuga, for those of you who don't know the contest. Kali Yuga very just simply says, your opponent can activate cards effects for the rest of this on the field. So it just instantly negates everything on the field. So how do you break this board? Alright, so he's going to start with Poseidra. It's main phase for the rank up, so you don't get to immediately Kali Yuga your opponent. They do kind of technically have priority. So one of the old school ways to out the Kali Yuga rank up lock was that you could, in the standby phase, you could like Twin Twister pop the rank up spell, and they couldn't chain it because it's start of its main phase only. That was one way to beat this, like degenerate lock. People have played it historically. I think Lunalight may have Kali Yuga locked its way to a YCS in like 2019 or something, I want to say. But yeah, so all cards on the field now are now negated. You still activate hand and grave effects, but everything on the field is negated. I don't know if... Does it prevent activations, or is it just... you can activate. Well, let's see. So we're going to add Neptibus. Okay, we're not normal summoning it. So we're going to normal summon the Minstrel, link into Alicia, and pass turn.
Yeah, that's why
We're just ending on this. Thank you for the host, Shadow. This is the end board of a Mermail player that's been Kali Yuga, the Alicia pass. So this floats, and it has a discard effect. This might actually come up and be relevant. Let's see how he grinds out of this one. So we're going to activate the Red Eyes Link 4. Never seen this card before. I mean, I have, but I forgot what it does. What does it do? It's getting max seed. So it special summons a monster. We're max seeing it. We're normal summoning. We've top decked a normal summon. I don't know if we searched it, but okay. We're going to add the pop guy. So now we're under max seed. We're going to get some value out of this card. Now on this turn here, we're just in the attack of the Abyss Alicia. We've got the No Thung, which burns and does an extra normal summon. We're going to enter the battle phase, and then in the battle phase on declaration of attack of Kali Yuga, we're going to use Alicia to discard Neptibus, which it's still negated on the field, by the way. Neptibus is then going to trigger in the graveyard to special summon back Poseidra. Poseidra is going to send heavy infantry. Poseidra is going to attempt to bounce away the Chaos Angel, but it's going to get impermed. We still had an imperm after Kali Yuga locking, by the way. New chain, the infantry is going to trigger. It's going to pop a face-up monster. We're going to hit the Chaos Angel. It must have been made with darks, I believe, which means it's just invulnerable to battle, but not card effects. So you can still affect the Chaos Angel. It needs to be light and dark to be a towers, essentially. Then we're going to use the effect of Abyss Alicia. When it's destroyed, I believe it just floats into a water from the grave. It's going to float into the Minstrel. The Minstrel mills 3, puts a card back to the top of the deck here. Adding the infantry in the process. Then, on declaration of attack of the Red Eyes, we're going to use Abyss Rhine, which just simply discards a water and draws a card. We're discarding the Dragoons. The Shadow Squad to draw a card. We hit Ash off of that. On resolution, the Shadow Squad on the new chain is going to special summon Neptibus. Sorry, not Neptibus, Pike. Pike is going to discard a card here. It's going to discard infantry to add another Abyss Round for next turn. And then the infantry triggers to pop the Red Eyes Link. And all of that, we survived. We survived the Kali Yuga. We've maxied our opponent. We've brought ourselves back into this. But now we're still on turn 3. We have an issue. Turn 4, rather. We still have an issue. We have to play through 2 towers. This card is unaffected by card effects. This is unaffected by card effects. We're on 3,800 life points, and we take 900 or 800 damage per card effect. So we're also getting masqueraded, basically. Black Wings have a themed masquerade. Then we're going to just Kaiju the Masquerade. We can't get rid of the towers because, unfortunately, we need to activate card effects. Otherwise, we just burn 700. What is that, like 3 or 4 card effects? We die. So we drew Gameciel. Gameciel is a crazy cool card in Mermail, because it's water. You can discard it for your card effects, and it's Sekka's Light in the deck, so it's very monster heavy, so you kind of maybe have space for it unless you just want to play more hand traps. Going for the board breaker in Snake Eye format, Kaiju Gameciel dropping it on an Apollousa is crazy. You summon Poseidra, you bounce the Kaiju, you bounce the sequence equipped to the Desiree after Kaijuing the Apollousa, and you've basically cracked Snake Eye with like 2 cards in Mermail. It's crazy. Anyway, we're going to activate the Poseidra. We're going to discard Dragoon. Dragoon send by discarding the Dragoon and sending a Shadow Squad, bouncing the Kaiju back to the hand, which means we can re-Kaiju our opponent here. Shadow Squad, summon Neptibus. We're going to Minstrel here. Rip a card out the hand here. It's the Chinook or the Shamar. I forgot his name. Two towers have been outed, technically. The 7 brings back the Minstrel. We're going to go into Poseidon. Poseidon bouncing the Kaiju and the Kali Yuga. And then we re-Kaiju the towers. So the Kaiju coming down for the 3rd time in the game. This is why Judeu is the World Championship competitor and representative for Latin America. This is why he's rank 1. This is the gameplay you see from that level. Unbelievable. Crazy freaking game.